Welcome back to Engineering with Evans. In this video, I will be reviewing how to select icons and use text effectively when designing for a laser cutter. So when designing for laser cutting, it's important to keep in mind that your raster engraving is going to be any type of shape or object with black and white shading. So when you're making a design, instead of choosing images that have color or multiple shades, you want to look for icons that are only in black and white. And that'll be important because it'll minimize the amount of work the laser has to do. And the images that have color or various shades don't come out in the kind of resolution they look like on the screen when you actually laser cut them. So first thing I'm going to do is add an icon, show you two ways for doing that, and then add a little bit of text. So to find icons, you can come over to the left-hand side of your window. Usually the Layers tab is open, but if you click on Libraries, you can search for various objects. Say I'm going to insert an image of a tool, so I'll search for a tool, or maybe I want a hammer, a little more specific. Sometimes this can take a while to load, but I will press enter. I can see that it's loading because this is going around. You gotta be patient, especially if you're on a Chromebook or computer like mine that's a little slow. And you can see I have some options here. So as I was just mentioning, okay, a hammer like this, and I get it into my screen or my canvas by just clicking and dragging. All right, a hammer like this is not a very good option because it's colored. A hammer like this would work out pretty well because it's an icon and it's only black and white. You'll notice that when I try to scale it, it can get warped or even flipped or distorted. To avoid that, what I can do is hold Shift on my keyboard as I scale. All right, you're not limited to what you can find here in the libraries. You can also come up here to Insert Image or Place Image, and it will ask you to open up an image from your downloads. So you can open a new tab and do a Google search. Say I want a saw icon. You can find something I like, right click and save the image. So this is a saw icon. And then come back to Gravit and place my image. Saw icon. And you see that came in there. That one has a background, so I'd want to go back to my Google search and maybe find an image that doesn't have a background because those dashes will get read by the laser cutter. But I like the black and white. I noticed when I was doing that, however, that I didn't do step one. It's a big mistake. I need to save my file. So let's do that now. File, save. This is Evans C text and icons. Save. Then for text, it's just the same rules as icons. Use your text tool, draw your text. You just want to make sure that you don't have any features that are too fancy and that you keep your text in black and white. So what could we say about a hammer? If you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. That seems short, seems sweet, a little pithy. However, let's see if I can click out and resize this text box. All right, one, I got a spelling error. That's a no-no. That's too much text. Right? If I were to laser cut this, the laser would have a very hard time. This is a 5-inch by 5-inch canvas. So these are very small letters. That resolution is not going to be good enough to see all those words. So it's a lot better if I keep things short and sweet. All right, so this is less text. I can change the size so it's bigger and it's still going to fit on my canvas. And I can even make it bold. So now the size of the text is matching some of the size of the features in my icon. And of course, I can click on the text and try working with some of these other features over here. I can space out the letters, change its position, and things like that. So that's a quick review of adding icons and text. The key is to keep it simple and only use black and white. Make sure you save your work.